On today's Top Talks, we're going to talk about President Trump's attempted assassination. Stand by.
Hey, welcome guys. We have a special guest. It's my brother-in-law coming from Europe. His name is Michael Helling.
Thank you, man. Yeah, my name is Michael. Goedenavond allemaal. I'm originally from Holland, living in Germany. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Nice.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. So
I know it's good to have a outsider, especially with this topic.
yeah, especially from coming from Europe.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we'll see the perspective from a different
Yeah.
continent.
yeah. Because I'm not very aware of
Yeah,
their politics. and
right.
that
So
stuff,
if you guys are not aware or you're living under a rock, last July 13th, former president and presidential candidate for 2024 Trump uh, was had an attempted assassination.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Can you believe it?
really? What the hell?
Somebody
Nobody told me about
Yeah.
this.
Somebody tried.
Nobody told me about this.
But I was smelling it like they tried doing,
Yeah.
making him go broke. They tried to ruin his
Maybe
reputation. They tried
maybe
to
he's a
put him to
cat.
jail.
I think he's a cat.
No, I
Nine
mean,
lives.
Oh, so how many is that? One, two,
One, two,
three,
three, yeah.
yeah,
four. Five more.
He's running
five
up.
more,
Five more.
five more,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
five
That's
more
okay.
lives. So,
Yeah.
so I have the video. I have the clip.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
can take a look at it and see what your take and opinions on what had happened and how it impacted society as of now.
Okay.
So with that said, let's go check it out.
And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Moving to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Are they gonna move?
I know. He said on.
They took so long. Leaving president out of the kill zone.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? Let's move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
Got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
I like this part. This part is crazy, actually.
Watch out.
Famous photo right there.
I know.
That goes in the history books.
He never stopped raising his hand.
Exposed.
Mhm. Yeah. So that was what happened back in July 13.
Where was this?
This is in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Butler, Pennsylvania. And I was watching. Actually, I was watching it. The rally, and I thought it was a, like when I heard the pop, I thought it was like okay, balloon pop or fireworks, and I saw him grab his ear,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, what the fuck happened? And then he went down. That's when I knew that okay, somebody
Someone's
had
trying to shoot him.
trying to shoot him. So this happened, right? The last time we had an attempted assassination on either a sitting president or a former president was back in 1980s when somebody attempted to assassinate Ronald Reagan. That was the last time.
The
that we
great.
had- the great Ronald Reagan. You know. So
Yeah.
So what are your opinions on, you know, how the environment and the atmosphere in the United States now that this happened?
Well, before I answer the environment, it's weird because when we were in Afghanistan, for a simple shura, we have sweeps,
Uh-huh.
either
Mhm.
close sweeps, far sweeps. Then we set up our own security.
Right, right,
The
right.
perimeter.
Counter sniper, everybody's looking in and out.
Yeah. Right.
What happened here?
So
Yeah, I saw
there's
that. I heard
yeah,
about that one. Yeah, it's there's a lot of open pockets, man.
there's a lot of conversations because there I've seen some videos where the onlookers and um, attendees had seen the shooter.
So they said, right?
They said
yeah.
they've seen the shooter and
They
they
reported.
flagging out the Secret Service and the cops, saying, "Hey, there's a guy over there.
On the roof,
You might
yeah.
want to check that out." You know.
Yeah.
But nobody paid attention to them. And what the sad part is, there's also reports of Secret Service that has visual on the target.
But didn't do
They
anything.
have it in their sight. They have the person in their sight for 3 minutes before he even fired a shot. So the sniper, the way the story went was he was asking for authorization to engage.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But,
I get it. I understand. Yeah.
but you know, nobody. Somebody said, or whoever is in charge said, "Don't engage yet." Blah blah whatever, and then the shots were fired.
But when you hear it, it's pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
So there are two shooters, actually three.
Oh,
Three shooters.
So one shooter on the roof,
Yeah.
Okay.
one shooter on a
The-
water tower,
The
really?
counter or the actual?
actual bad guys.
So there were three.
There's three.
That I didn't know.
Oh,
How
I
come they
didn't
didn't
know
show
that.
the
I
other
just
two?
found out about that today.
And they all died, or
So
Because
the one
one
on the water
died.
tower died, and the one is
on the roof?
So
Oh, so there's
who was
one on the loose.
yeah, one on the loose.
One is on the loose.
Yeah.
From where's the one that got hit?
Uh,
Do we know?
Local, right?
no, he's
Was he
from
local?
he's from Pennsylvania as well.
So
No, but I mean like one hit him, right? Or like
Yeah, well, the guy on the roof.
on the
him,
roof
right?
hit
Yeah.
him.
hit him.
so there's three, but
there's
they're
three.
only naming one.
Yeah.
You said that there's two that went down already.
Yes.
So who's the second one?
they haven't
Yeah, that
released
is-
the name yet.
They
That's-
haven't
yeah,
released
you're
the
right. That's
name.
funny. I
Yeah.
haven't heard about the second
This
one.
is news
Yeah.
to me as
That
well. I
is
also-
new to me.
This was reported by the actual.
Well, they were, they were
Butler
trying to blame
police.
the local police, right? Because they said
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
The
their
AO,
that was their
responsibility.
yeah, that's right. That was their AO.
But
Yeah,
the
something like
way the way it was reported was, Butler police did report that there's a third shooter, second and third shooter.
Crazy.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah.
But the second person, the water tower, is dead anyway.
Yeah.
And one on the loose.
But and the one that died, he was eliminated by the authorities.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So here's I can show you what I have here.
I mean, honestly, while you're doing that, I think that just whoever planned their security, whoever's in charge,
It failed.
I think it's
So
I don't know, man. That's pretty basic to me.
Yeah.
Even a non-combat army guy,
Yeah.
like a non,
Mhm.
what do you call that? Yeah, non-combat army guy, like an infantry or whatever. Even our cooks, I'm serious,
All right.
can probably figure that out. Like, hey,
Hotspots.
that's right, because we we're trained to like, you know, your dead space and all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You
Look
know,
at
your
the
sector
vantage
fires.
points,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. Even our cooks, which that doesn't even probably fire a weapon, you know, more than any other guys, can probably figure that out. And these are we're talking about a president here.
Wow, can I
Well,
do that?
former
These
president.
are, I mean, yeah, former president or someone high.
Yep.
You know,
Wow, how can that happen?
exactly. That's why I'm like, wait, hold up. Who is in charge of this
It's
security?
just weird.
Like it's just first of all, the guy that got shot is I saw the
20
the
years
diagram.
old.
Well, I saw the diagram to begin with, and he was on the roof, not too far away from the stage.
They said it's like
But he
around
got not,
150.
but he did not get shot, right? The one on the water tower got shot.
Oh, no, the one on the roof got
Yeah.
shot, which
Okay.
is too close to not put,
Not even occupy. I
that's
mean,
right. So it's that roof is too close to ignore, basically.
As a security, I mean.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
You know what I
because
mean?
it's right
Yeah.
there.
It's like it's literally right there. Like what the hell is going on here? Like it's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too. I'm disappointed as far as security.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, the security was lax. So going, and you gotta ask why was it lax, right? So who's the head of Secret Service right now?
It's a female. I
It's a
forgot her
female. She I forget her name. Her last name is Cheeto, and she used to be the PepsiCo security.
name. Titties? What?
Cheeto.
Oh, Cheryl.
Cheeto.
Does she have a,
Seattle.
does she have wait, does she have
Seattle.
does she have experience in law enforcement?
Not so Secret Service. She has security
What kind of security? Like
advisor.
Costco?
Yeah, to PepsiCo.
oh, Pepsi.
PepsiCo.
Oh, okay.
Of all the things, PepsiCo.
Wow.
So
And she's the head of Secret Service.
Secret Service. yeah.
Security. The security.
So-
yeah.
The problem with that is her priority is DAI, not taking care of the you need to take care of.
I forgot to mention Mike. Mike is a fucking big time HR guy.
Okay.
Mm. Oh,
Well
you got-
versed with
Why don't you?
DEI.
DEI, man.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
coming from the airport, I know we're dovetailing to something different.
Yeah.
Coming from the airport, driving back, with the infamous traffic.
Yeah.
So we started talking about, HR world, DEI
Yeah.
world. Because
Mhm.
I was also curious if that's happening over in Europe.
Mhm.
That's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's everywhere. I mean,
Mm.
I think in the US it's more sensitive because of all the legislation and just the overall social climate that's happening in
Right.
the US.
Yeah.
Where in Europe it's a little bit more, everybody's a little bit more accepted of the whole situation as it is already.
Yeah.
But every global conglomerate is making sure that their policies are up to the best standard that they can provide to the outer world. Hey, we have a great inclusive working environment. We are DNI compliant.
What's driving the need to be DAI?
Because the shareholders want
compliant?
it. Because the shareholders want it. It's a requirement for a lot of shareholders to say like, hey, I'm investing my money
Oh.
in socially, how do you call it?
Yeah. So
Correct.
So woke
companies.
investors, basically.
because
Well, yeah, but that's the reality.
I get it now. Because I get it because whoever's involved is globally, obviously. It's
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
inclusive in Germany, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
they-
what's your opinion on DAI?
On DIA, what?
DEI. DEI.
So for me, it's 50-50.
Mhm.
Because growing up in the Philippines, it's a totally different. We're talking about DEI. We're not talking about diversity. We're talking about the equity piece,
Equity piece. Yeah.
and it's huge in the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Whether you have it, you have not,
Yeah.
right? And then that's how you start.
Yeah.
And sometimes people that start off well off remain well off, and others cannot catch up.
Yeah.
And then moving over here,
Yeah.
then I got introduced to the
The
diversity part,
inclusive.
Yeah.
the inclusive part.
The diversity.
Back in 2012, the army also introduced this one.
Yeah.
DEI.
Mhm.
It died down though,
Yeah.
Right.
right? Because we were so green.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We're all green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really don't care where you come from.
Right.
Yeah, nobody
so
cares.
much for diversity.
Yeah.
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 But
So
I think they acting like I don't know. It's been 2-3 years, but
Yeah.
I think the army is acting like they're implementing DI though.
But to go back,
They look like they act.
so that Secret Service big lady, big
Mhm.
boss,
Yeah.
was more focused on that kind of training.
Yes.
Okay.
So so Kimberly Cheeto, right?
Yeah.
So besides approving President Trump's request for additional resources,
Right.
she more focused on the DEI aspect of the Secret Service than actual, providing security,
Quality?
adequate security.
Oh, like quality basically.
Right.
Okay.
To-
Was she directed to, or
I mean, that's the conspiracy, right?
Mm.
Because
Everyone's directed by
So
somebody.
Mayorkas, so
Yeah.
she works under the DHS.
Mhm.
So Mayorkas is in charge of DHS. You know
the one that almost got kicked out?
Yes. And you know how that is between Trump and Mayorkas and Trump,
Yes.
Mayorkas and Biden, right?
Yeah.
I believe they requested additional Secret Service support back in, I want to say, April, got denied. I think they requested again June, got denied. And if you look at the security, the security detail for Trump compared to the security deal that he have now after the shooting,
Mm-hmm.
night and day,
Really?
night and day.
Yeah, but
Nice.
Like you can tell just by the way they look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's look at Trump's security detail during the RNC.
Yeah, I wanna see.
I mean, that
I,
makes
I,
sense.
I wanna I wanna criticize this one. Everybody's gonna hate me when I say something about this.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
They're already probably hating right now.
I know.
Let's watch the
They're
video.
loading already. there.
I think I what you know I gotta get an idea already what he's gonna how it looks like. But
So for the viewers, you're probably not gonna be able to see this. So I recommend you guys watch the actual RNC
video,
videos,
yeah,
and
and it shows the
and
detail.
it'll show it. So we're actually gonna watch the all male
Yeah.
RNC security.
Is this gonna define DEI? I think he will. Right.
Probably.
I got an idea. He's gonna define DEI. Okay, you wanna talk about DEI?
I think we're being censored right now. It doesn't want to load.
I think we're being censored. It's not
Yeah,
loading
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
It's protecting us.
It's protecting us.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen a difference actually. The before and
Wow.
after. Yeah.
It is not loading. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's just low.
This is after the fact, correct?
So if you look at this picture, right,
Right.
that's all his security detail. Trump is right somewhere in the back,
Damn.
and
Hmm.
that's all all these men in
Great.
suits,
Uh-huh.
gray suits.
Yeah.
That's all his security detail.
Uh, Lesson learned.
Don't look very diverse, except they're all male. Well, there's one minority right there.
And,
There's Trump,
yeah.
and that's all his security detail. Compared to the security detail he had during the rally in Pennsylvania.
I see. I see. Oh yeah, because I saw a video when they showing that one Secret Service, a female
Yeah.
Secret Service pulling the gun, whatever.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
That
were
lady-
a lot of people were talking about that one.
So
Yeah.
to answer your question, funny when they showed it on TV right away and they found out who the shooter was,
Mhm.
the ones that that they had,
Yeah.
that they shown. First things first, they said the shooter is a young male, white,
Yeah.
Republican,
Which is true.
which
It's
is
true.
true.
Well, they left off the term registered Republican. That's a big difference.
Yeah, but does it really concern me what party he is?
Yeah.
It doesn't concern me.
No. It's just the fact that you're trying to assassinate somebody.
Right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, somebody was trying to make sure to understand it wasn't the other party. It's within your own
Yeah.
followers
Yeah.
that tried to do this.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
Which
Which
doesn't make
is-
sense.
Which I
Why would you
think
kill
it doesn't
someone?
really matter.
Right.
Because
Well,
why-
one, it doesn't matter. You're right.
Why it
Yeah.
doesn't matter which
Yeah.
party? Because if you think about it, why would he shoot Trump?
Yeah.
Meaning that he is ingrained with an idea based on
One of the ideas.
yeah,
Someone's idea. Yeah.
Someone's
someone's
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
Whether it's like super right conservative, like
Or
or
left,
super
yeah.
left
or
conservative.
super left, right?
Yeah.
But that was announced, and then following that, everybody's messages.
Who said this? What news is this?
So I shuffled through Fox News, CBS,
Maybe SCBN.
CBS. yes.
MSNBC?
I did listen to them too.
And CNN.
Right. I just
Okay.
wanted to see
Okay,
where-
so across the board, basically.
across the board. I just wanted to see where everybody's at.
Yeah.
The message is saying that okay, it's the rhetoric that's pushing everybody to
Mhm.
act crazy,
Yeah.
a little bit too extreme.
Right.
So they're trying to say like, hey, tone down the rhetoric, focus on policies
Yeah.
and the actual topics,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No more personal attacks or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then of course I did watch the President Biden's
Oh yeah, I saw
You
that
know,
one.
addressing the nation.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, basically we're friends.
We're friends, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
yeah.
For one, regardless of what party you are,
Yeah,
it's sad that we are at this point
Dude,
to
it's
where we
crazy.
are. It's crazy, right?
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But
Nobody
here's my thoughts on that. Right. My conspiracy is yes, somebody indeed wants to get rid of Trump, right?
Yeah.
Now, because it's a failed attempt, they don't know what to do. So you just read between the lines, right? They don't know what to do. Shit's crazy right now, and they are failing, you know, on every aspect of their strategy, right? They have no way to who's gonna challenge Trump now?
Yeah, but when you can I
Go
shoot?
ahead, go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
But when you say that in your conspiracy, right?
Yeah.
You say that there's a conspiracy from the Dems.
No, I'm saying that there's somebody higher in the higher authority.
Sure.
Not gonna just that's just my thoughts
Yeah.
that wanted to get rid of Trump
Sure.
because that's part of their plan, right?
But why can it also not be this guy's just fucking crazy?
Because
Not Trump, I mean the shooter.
yeah, the shooter, right?
Yeah.
So if you think it that way, right, that's a great scapegoat for anybody to accomplish the plan and not have the consequences.
Yeah, but I would if I can challenge.
Mhm.
So what do we know about the shooter? Right? Is this an army guy? Is this his
No.
So why would you send him if you want this guy dead? You're
So
not sending him.
and here's the reason why I'm going towards that, right? So this kid has connections with BlackRock.
Okay.
BlackRock is a big
Security.
right, and they have been criticized as part of the big
Okay.
organization behind the government. They have a lot
Okay.
of donations.
I
They
didn't
have a
know
lot of
The money people.
the money people,
Right.
So you kind of connect the dots, right? Kid has some problems, obviously mental issues,
Sure.
right? Seen in a commercial with BlackRock. Why? And why is he a Republican when
Yeah.
BlackRock is, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So and then now he shows up as the attempted assassin. There's connections there. The building that he's on is owned by a company that's BlackRock, that's under BlackRock's umbrella,
Mm.
right? And of course, the connections go all the way down to Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm just struggling with, if like you said, like if there are three, and there are
Well,
three
it's not
shots.
confirmed.
Okay.
They're saying it
Okay.
as
So
if there's three.
Right now it's confirmed too.
No. So the police people are talking about it. Like, hey, there's actually
Okay.
three.
but let's say there's only one.
Right.
For conversation only, right? Let's say there's only one. He shoots 3 times. We hear two shots.
More than
It's more than
More.
three. It's
Yeah.
like
This
six.
guy is hitting only his ear. Like if that is true, and I'm just trying to challenge a little bit, it's like if it's true, you put somebody in place that gets this guy.
Mhm.
Right? Especially like you saying, like, okay, the location is
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
close.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? This should be then a no-brainer for a professional.
Well, that's where the other conspiracy theory
Oh,
comes
okay.
into
There's
play.
more.
So the other conspiracy theory is why did they wait 3 minutes to disable the?
Oh, okay.
Why did
target,
they
yeah.
not? There are Secret Service in the building.
Yeah.
Why didn't they engage? There's
Yeah.
a cop that went up, saw the guy. The guy pointed the rifle at him, and he went back down and
Oh.
took off. A
What
cop.
the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
The fuck?
I mean, even the counter snipers, if they were waiting for an authorization to shoot, that
Yeah.
very first shot, it was already.
And you know, that's a little bit
ROE,
old,
man.
that chart. That
Yeah.
chart's a couple
Yeah,
of
but
months old.
as soon as you hear it, you gotta
Yeah.
engage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want you to pay attention to something. I'm gonna play this clip.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Oh, hold on. I wanna hide us real quick. Oop, oh, not that.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart.
This
That chart's
lady
a
right
couple of
here.
months old. And if
Pay
you
attention to her.
want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
She's calm. She's not doing anything. She took up her phone and took pictures right away, and she's not panicking.
Is she in shock or I don't know?
That is the FBI assistant director, I believe.
She
That's her.
really?
She knows what's happening. Look at everybody else. What the
Interesting.
fuck? What the 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 fuck? Let me take a picture.
She's the FBI's. What really? She's part of
What's her
the.
name?
No
Oh, she's
way.
not a random person.
No,
She's not a normal civilian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, that looks sketchy.
Hold on, let me find out her name.
I mean, it's a weird reaction though.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
if for gunshots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I mean-
especially the way she was looking before the shots even fired,
Yeah. Looking around, right?
looking at that direction.
Sorry.
Yeah, looking around like it's.
Yeah, but would it be an inside job then? I don't know, man.
So this is one thing that I heard too,
Yeah.
that it's somebody paid for it to happen. It's so sad to hear it.
Oh.
It's so sad to hear it because
Like
this-
none of the parties.
like maybe this party,
Oh.
but because somebody actually died.
Yeah, that.
Oh
that,
shit! It's two, right?
Two.
Yeah,
No, one.
two-
One died. Not including the shooter.
Yeah.
But two
civilian one.
injured.
And then one
Corey Campan. I forget his last name.
Oh, that could be
He
an accident.
He got killed. This
Maybe they didn't.
Oh, that dude.
retired
Yeah. The guy.
fire
Yeah.
chief.
Okay.
The fire chief.
Yeah, he got killed.
That's messed up, man.
I know.
But
So-
he got killed protecting his family.
Oh yeah, he covered. I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he covered his.
So that was it.
kids.
So he was in the
crowd.
crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I mean, conspiracies. I didn't listen to it. I heard it. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for the audience, this is all just speculation.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing is verified.
No facts.
Yeah,
Just,
no facts.
Just talking
I mean,
about it.
We're just
Personal opinions.
personal opinion. We're just talking about stuff that
Yeah.
we hear or read or whatnot.
Yeah.
I
Might
might
not-
be wrong. She might not be an FBI
Yeah.
agent.
Or maybe, in fact, maybe you guys know something we don't know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment.
Comment
Yeah.
and let us know. But
Yeah.
following the X, I've been getting a lot of information on. Hey, this lady looks like this lady. This is what's her name. Blah blah blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I've been following the news.
What page?
It's Twitter,
X.
X.
Is it
Twitter?
you?
Twitter.
You.
Oh, it's only one X.
One X.
Oh, okay.
It's only one
Okay,
X.
yeah,
One
yeah.
X.
One X. One
Yeah,
X.
one X,
Okay.
one
Okay.
X.
One X. There's some pretty good
Yeah.
posts over here.
Oh yeah.
So-
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that we don't know that
Right.
we have hearsay and stuff.
I-
But
I
it
believe.
makes your imagination run.
But that's exactly the problem, man. I mean, so for me, the thing with that, all of that is it's by definition conspiracy,
Mhm.
but it's creating immediately this baseline of everything is
Right.
true, but
Yeah.
everything is also not true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
And then it's
And-
like, okay, well, what are we doing?
And the problem is, which media are
Yeah.
do you believe in?
No, media you can't. I
Right.
mean, media is
You know?
pushing what sells
Yeah.
best.
Whatever
Yeah.
sells.
When
Whatever
this
sells.
happened, 13 July, you were still in Europe.
I was in Europe. Yeah.
Was there any news about it after?
Yeah. So I live in Germany. I'm originally from Holland, so I follow the Dutch news outlets
Mhm.
because just a force of habit, right?
Right.
But to be honest, so I saw the news. I was in a meeting. I saw the news, and it didn't really even register with me. It was like, oh, it's another headline, or it's
Yeah.
like this other
One of
another
those. Yeah.
what, oh, it's something is happening in the U.S. again. And so then when I took a little bit of time, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is crazy. What
Yeah.
the fuck is happening in the U.S.?
Yeah.
And then you saw the famous picture, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The, that went,
Fight.
yeah, that came out, and I was like, dude, is this guy really shot? Is he really hit? And then you
Right.
read, okay, it's just in air quotes,
Yeah.
his ear or side of his head. They're like, yo, this is crazy.
It's
But
insane. But if it did not turn his head, it would have been hit. He would have hit.
No, it's a solid hit, man. It's a
Yeah.
good hit.
It's a good
It's-
hit.
If this way to this,
Yeah.
There's big difference. Yeah.
it's a big difference.
Yeah. If he didn't turn his head, he would have got his back of his brain blown.
really,
Oh, yeah.
JFK
Especially with a
style.
5.56.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Yeah. There was some analysis that showed what
The
would have
angle?
happened if he did not move his head.
Oh yeah, we're showing the video on.
See how it would have been
Oh yeah.
going through his back of his head, but he turned, so it kind of hit him in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of his ears. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
the guy
Yeah. I
got,
think
got him on his sights. The only reason why it was towards the right side of his head is because of the wind.
yeah.
I think trigger pull.
You think trigger pull is the right? You go to the right.
Who said that he was like this?
Yeah, I think it's
Right
breathing.
to the middle.
I think it's breathing control.
Down military folks.
I think breathing.
It's the trigger pull. The
I
trigger
mean, up and down, left and right. I mean, if it's like this,
Yeah.
right here,
Yanked it.
yeah. I mean, if you look at
Yeah.
it at a shooter standpoint,
Yeah.
man, that is prime time.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
heart's probably beating so
Yeah.
fast.
But you know how I know he's not military?
What's that?
He aimed for the head.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, is
If
that
you if you're a sniper,
Center mass.
yeah, center mass, the biggest target.
Oh, so to
Well,
hit.
Yep.
maybe he was really maybe he's like maybe he's wearing a vest. You know, I don't
No,
know.
'cause he's one of those video game guys. Like, I'm gonna get me a headshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that. How far was it? How many meters?
150.
150.
150.
I know.
It's not that far.
150.
It's not
It's
that
not.
far.
Dude, you
You
can
can't
probably
miss.
hit.
You
I mean, I'm
can't
not the
miss.
best. I'm not the best shooter, but
Man,
dude, I can hit that guy with one hand. I think.
Well, with my eyes closed.
We'll find out next week. You know what? Let's find out.
Are you gonna go with us to P3?
I don't know.
Oh, P3.
Yeah,
Here we go. We hear it first here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I think there's a lot of things. There's a lot
Yeah,
that needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is politics. I get it. I mean, people are gonna, we're not the only country that's trying to kill each other
Mhm.
Sure.
in politics.
Right.
I get it. But it's just sad to see
Right.
things like this. You know what I mean?
This should not happen.
No, it should
shouldn't have
not.
happened.
It should not
I
happen.
mean,
But that's the product of
yeah.
Either side talking,
Extreming.
trying to put everybody, trying to make everybody look like they're the devil. No, they're the devil.
Yeah. or he's racist.
Or he's racist.
In my opinion, I think that's why it's important that you need to have your own self-discipline to, you know what I mean?
Do your own research.
Self-control.
Right.
Don't just believe what
Well,
you see.
that
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the presidential debate.
Right.
What happened to meaningful professional presidential debate?
That's true. Like
Yeah.
like smart people.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be the president of the United
That is true.
States.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like our last episode, right? My take was you have a wounded person already.
Yeah.
Like he was already out of the count.
Yeah.
Then answer presidentially.
Right.
Answer the question.
Yeah.
No need to go over there and do personal attacks.
No.
I mean, that
Yeah,
was your
that's it.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your chance to just knock it
Shine.
out of the park, and all you had to do is just be straight professional by the book. You know what I mean?
So we do agree that
101.
there's a lot of things that are still there's really not a solid explanation of what happened.
Yeah.
Who's responsible? How did it happen? Why did it happen?
Yeah.
Right. Because we're still early in the stages of investigation,
Yeah.
but we have some presumptions based
Right.
on people
Mm.
talking.
I don't know if you saw the news where I think it was like after 6 hours of this happening.
Right.
They were saying, okay, the chances, everybody's saying that the chances of former President Trump to be reelected is super high. But then
Mhm.
when they ran the numbers based on historical attempted assassinations,
Mhm.
anybody that had an attempt as a presidential candidate didn't win.
Mhm.
Didn't win.
It's
But you
interesting.
never know. It's still a roll of the dice.
It
on
is.
who's gonna win.
It is. It's
Yeah.
just weird that they had to throw that out there again.
I mean, it's propaganda.
Well, money. I'm telling you, media
Money.
is money.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to hear, I'm telling you, it's all about. Unfortunately, right? That's sad, but
Yeah.
they just throwing things out there. It's like, oh, this is
Right.
controversial. That's gonna create money.
Yeah, that is why
Yeah.
this kind of forum is important
Yeah.
because we want to let our viewers know
Yeah,
that, hey, you can still get different perspectives.
yeah. Formulate your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from,
And we're not making money.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. We're not. I know.
yeah. We got $1.25.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I'm going.
You have to formulate your own opinion and facts, basically.
Right.
You gotta fact check everything you see. I think that's important.
I think we're at that stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially us Americans. You know what I mean? To me now, right? I feel like we're like a laughing stock,
Mhm.
from across the globe.
Oh
Right?
wait, why don't we ask?
That is true.
What is the
Yeah, that's-
atmosphere in Europe? What's their
What
perspective?
do you- yeah,
What's
I
going
don't know.
on?
Look, I can't. So I can only speak for me, right? I can't
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
for the whole,
Yeah,
the whole,
right,
yeah,
Europe
Europe.
or whatever.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But
Everybody's they start hating Germany because of him. They're like, you hate Germany because of that one guy.
yeah, exactly. No, but
Yeah.
I mean, look, we have our own problems already as it is, right? But
Yeah.
the thing is that it's me.
Mm.
I'm looking at it and it's like, yo, what kind of a shit show is happening in the U.S.?
Yeah, yeah.
Not because of the fact that the whole country's is divided. I mean, the
Mhm.
country has been divided also during Obama and during Biden.
yeah, yeah,
et
for a
cetera, right?
while. Yeah,
But the one thing that is just crazy, like if you read it on facts, right? It's like a movie. It's like you have on one hand you have a president that is going in dementia and is
Right.
senile, right?
not
I
going.
agree. I agree. I agree.
And then you have
Yeah.
his son is convicted.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
you have on the other side
Yeah.
you have Trump that is a felon,
Mm-hmm.
right?
More
He's-
water.
Later.
Okay.
So he is a felon, has all these side stories or side whatever is
Right.
on the side. Now he's going to assess. He had he survived an assassination or attempt to assassination, and this is in a country of how many people are you guys here?
8 million.
How
Oh
many?
no, I'm sorry. 300 something. million.
300, right? And these two are the best that you guys can produce.
I see what you're getting. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
mean,
point.
For
I think
that's
that's a good
that's
point.
been asked.
It's only two
yeah.
two
Yeah,
This is
political
the-
parties.
right?
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
I mean, this is the two best that you guys can produce, and I'm like,
That's true. That's a good point.
and because the way that we look at it, or I look at it, and also a lot
Yeah.
of people in Europe, is
Yeah.
that I mean, being president of the U.S., it's being a leader of the free world.
Pretty
It
much,
is.
yeah.
It is. Yep.
So it's an important role. So it's like we all are always like, okay, hey, the one that sits there, it needs to be somebody that
Yes.
the majority can get behind and etc. Right?
Yes.
And right now with all the stuff that is happening, it's got lost. It's not like the debate was.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. You have somebody that is not performing based on his age, and we can't even blame him.
Yeah.
Like, to be completely honest,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
look at our
I think even Trump gave up. Like,
yeah, but I mean, just look at our own grandparents. Would
Yeah.
you put your 81-year-old
Yeah, that's true.
grandparent
Yeah.
in the CEO seat of
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
company?
yeah.
I wouldn't. Now, and then
Yeah.
you have Trump that was in the debate. To be completely honest, he didn't perform
no, not
at
yet.
all in the debate, but it's just being overshadowed by Biden just stumbling over his own words. So there's no
Yeah.
debate,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a popularity contest.
It is.
Right.
And one of the whoever gets the most votes wins. Where at any other high senior position in any company,
Though
you're
I
getting
don't
an
think
assessment.
that's an accurate statement because last time the most popular vote was somebody else, but somebody
Sure.
else won.
Sure,
But
but
it's close. It's
but what I
close.
mean is,
yeah,
he won so before the house and everything and all
Mhm.
those
Right,
votes.
right.
But
Yeah.
he won. It was a popularity contest again. What I'm missing in all of this is like for any CEO position,
Right.
if it is Pepco
Yeah.
or Nike or whatever, there's an assessment in place.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. You want the best for the job.
You
Yeah.
get an assessment, and then here it's just like, all right.
It's like, oh yeah, he's cool. So let's put him up there.
You want to do it?
it goes back.
No, that's a good point. Very good
It
point.
is a very good
Yeah, very
point.
good
Yeah, I
point.
think it all
This is-
goes back to we've been talking about this for
Right.
a while. Is the good old boy.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, both of our candidates are not the best,
No.
right? I mean,
there must be other people that can do it.
but you're right. I think they are not the best for the job.
Yeah.
I mean, I get granted one of them got some what do you call this? Some agenda that's definitely for America, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
For something. You know what I
for
mean?
some
Like,
for some people it's choosing the best of two evils.
Yeah,
You know,
that's how
Yeah.
we see. That's how we see it.
yeah.
But so sorry.
No, go,
So,
go.
You know, the one thing that is the hardest for especially people in Holland and in Europe is to comprehend.
Yeah.
But it's a whole other debate, I think. But it's that you guys only have two parties. That's the hardest one. for
No,
us to
we
do.
have two dominant parties.
Sure.
We have a bunch of parties.
Yeah.
We have independent. We
Yeah,
have
but you don't-
patriot.
But it's
just-
never a
they're not-
contest with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never.
The contest is
Yeah, they
Republican
don't have the
or-
money.
or-
They don't have the money.
They don't have the money. But we do have more than two parties. It's just that they have no
They have no-
chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
but that's the difference within Europe, or I don't know if it's a pro or a con, right? But
Yeah.
at least you can.
Choose.
There are 3 or 4 that are dominant, right?
Right.
Because
So you have more options.
you have more options,
basically.
but and because so when I speak for myself, there are definitely points where I'm like with Trump's, okay, I get it, right? I'm definitely not agreeing with his whole full agenda. It's not mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? There are definitely things within Biden where I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it, but there's also stuff like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean that's with anybody though. Really.
Yeah.
That's anybody. Nobody is purely red or purely blue. It
Yeah.
can't be. You just can't.
So we need a middle person.
Yeah.
So and
Light blue.
yeah, but you
A
don't.
light blue.
Yeah, but you also don't have to be the
Yeah.
liberal. You don't also have to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like in the Democrat realm, there must be a scale where you could have 2 parties that are dominant, and in the Republic you could also have 2 parties. Then you can choose out of 4, let's say, right?
When actually,
Yeah.
I mean, within their parties, they do have
Yeah.
some far right.
Sure,
No,
but I
but
mean,
the problem, like for the RNC or even with the Dems, when they go to their
Convention.
convention,
Mhm.
it's one or
it's
none.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One or
yeah,
none.
yeah.
It can't be
But-
two.
But they fight among.
Oh, they would.
They
They
do.
fight amongst themselves.
But then how
Yeah.
do they fight? Or like
This is the only
they're not, I don't think they're
RNC.
fighting with politics or policy.
But this is the only RNC that I've seen. I don't know if you guys watched the RNC, and it was different.
I tried. I was drunk last night.
It was different. So when I was looking at it, like,
Can you-
this is
Sorry, can you bring up to RNC as the?
the Republican
National.
National
Yeah.
Convention.
Okay.
So when they, that's where they officially have a nomination for. who's
But
the
that was last
president.
week, right?
Yeah.
This week.
This week.
This week. Yeah.
Wednesday,
The-
Thursday.
Yeah.
To Thursday.
Tuesday-
Monday, Tuesday, Monday.
Oh, this is-
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
This
Yeah.
is where Vance and everything.
Yes,
was.
yeah,
JD Vance,
yeah,
all that stuff. It was different because the last time. Well, this is the one. Historically, this is the first time they have nominated the same person 3 times to be a candidate for presidency. Right.
Mhm.
First time ever is Trump, obviously. And the second thing is like typically there's a lot of animosity, well, not animosity, but disagreements. Like,
Mhm.
hey, I'm gonna vote for Ted Cruz, I'm gonna vote for blah blah, and they do the speeches, trying to defend whoever is their candidate, blah blah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they choose who's their candidate.
I mean, the Republican side had 12 or 13
Yes.
nominees at one point.
Yeah,
But
and
it was
then
already
last year actually,
No,
by
even,
Vivek was there, or
Yeah.
last
even
Yeah.
now before it became one,
one, yeah.
right? There was 13 of them or 12, 13 of them trying to outshine
run.
anybody, but they can't outshine the orange guy.
Yeah. But it was like when you're watching it, it's like it was weird. Like everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's
But it was
It's
one day
different.
after the assassination, right? The attempt. It was one day after that.
Yeah,
2
the
days?
RNC.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
It was one day after that.
Yeah.
So I've read some sort of, or I followed a couple of things of that, because I think the most important thing there was the announcement of the running mate,
Yep.
right? And they didn't even know 1 hour before they announced
yeah.
Vance.
They actually Trump called
Yeah,
JD Vance that day.
that day, right? And the other ones, who were the other ones? I mean, Mario. No, it was
Vivek was a
Vivek.
Florida,
yeah.
Rubio.
Rubio,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Marco Rubio, yeah.
Yeah.
So
they
there's
heard
a
on
bunch.
the day also.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
all heard on the day, and then I think that got announced around 3 or something, and then Trump came in at 9 or
Mhm.
whatever in the evening. I mean, there was no true. I mean, everybody knew it was going to be Trump. I think everybody was
That's-
just for
I
I
the-
think that's
Yeah.
probably why too,
Yeah.
though, because they already knew. I think.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think after the debate they knew it was
Yeah.
gonna be Trump.
yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
After right before the assassination. I think they're already talking about that.
Yeah.
But it was a weird.
Yeah.
I was expecting something else like Trump can somebody at least say, or delegates not vote for Trump at least. It was everybody, all the states were like voting for Trump. Like, what's going on? It was so
But-
weird.
But he's made sorry for coming in a bit hard here, but I mean, he's been made a martyr right now.
Yeah, that's right.
So everybody
Because
is
of what
like,
happened.
They made it into a narrative.
Yeah,
Which
I
the
mean,
situation, which is what politicians do.
exactly.
Yeah.
It will
That's
make you
what
win,
politicians-
right? So they're in the.
Yeah. It's whatever.
So
you win the
how was
votes,
Trump's speech at the RNC?
I think it was lackluster. In my opinion, it was
really?
lackluster.
Really?
I mean, he started off pretty good. He started off with the honoring the person who died during
Mhm.
the assassination, how he felt during the assassination, all that stuff. It was good, and then he kind of lost. He kind of lost me because I already heard all
Really?
this.
was
you
he
know-
strong? Did he come across?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he
Okay.
came on strong. He
Okay,
came.
wow.
it's just a personal opinion because I already know what he was gonna say. I already know
Yeah.
it's all about the border. I
His
already know
agenda. Yeah.
his agenda. So it started off with me being like, "Oh, this is good," right? He's talking about situation, blah blah blah, and then he started talking about his agenda, and like, I already know. So I kind of got like,
Yeah.
I heard that before,
Mm.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
So, but I think he came out a little bit lackluster, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I was expecting a little bit more,
Okay.
you know, with your Trump, because you know how Trump gives speeches, right?
Yeah.
He reads a prompt
And then he goes off.
and then he
script.
goes off.
Yeah.
He reads a prompt and then he goes
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, he goes off like.
Yeah, if you're gonna go off, go
Way
off.
left.
If you're gonna read the prompt, just read the prompt.
When he goes, it was very good. No, really, really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good. It was so good. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
already off.
Stumbling is
Yeah,
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He would say something that is perfect
Yeah,
99 times before he moves on
Yep,
to something else.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh,
Exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
kind of lost me there.
Well, the other guy, he needs a prompt with everything.
Oh man, he needs more than a prompt. He needs
Yeah.
a freaking
I think
speaker.
I
and
think
his
he got
freaking-
a earpiece.
yeah. Oh man, did you watch the debate when he was like scratching his ear or here? He got an earpiece, man. But it's okay,
Aw.
whatever.
Yeah,
I-
it is what it is, right?
Yeah. But I think because this is my opinion. Because of the assassination, I think my perspective of America kind of changed a little bit
Mm.
because of like and you mentioned this, like, what the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm.
How did we end up
Mm.
going from verbal, fights, which typically what politics
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
do,
yeah. You because that's
to,
what you wanna.
yeah, to
You want people to hear what you're gonna say. Yeah.
right to the point where we talk so much crap about each other that it kind of made this is beyond the not considering all the conspiracy theories, blah blah, but just thinking about it, what the information I know right now, we have a person who tried to assassinate Trump. How did we get there? Why did we became so have so much animosity against each of these parties that it enabled this citizen to attempt
To kill.
murder,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? I mean, America changed,
Yeah.
and it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
an individual. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yes, but at the same token, though, I mean, if they were not saying or doing anything that is, you know, uh, destructive,
Right.
if that's a that person would not try to attempt suicide. If they're only talking about, here's my agenda, here's what I'm gonna do, vote for me,
Oh, okay.
instead
okay.
of, hey, you don't know how to water your grass. I'm a better grass waterer.
Yeah.
You're a piece of crap. And then like, yeah, he's a piece of crap. And then now he's like, I don't want America to have this piece of crap running the country. I'm gonna kill him. That's basically what happened. You know what I mean? In the information that I have so far, without the conspiracy theories, right? Let's say everything is like just that person's desire to kill him because of what he hears.
Right.
Who do you blame? Do you blame people that demonize this person? That's where we at this point.
It's both. I think.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
think it's
I think
both.
it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
And I think it's at
Yeah.
we're at this point that we shouldn't have been at. If they were just professional and just gave the American people the truth, like, if you elect me, this is what I'm gonna do. That's it, right? And then the president or whoever the other candidate, like, oh yeah, he said that, but guess what? This is what I'm gonna do. Vote for me. That's it. I think we won't be in this situation at all, if you think about it.
You know,
That's just my opinion.
That's why I said both ways, because regardless of what they do,
Yeah, it could have been, it could have been the other way around.
right, but the people is still gonna react however they want to react.
Right.
That's why you gotta have self control on how you control that emotion. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's also a product of lack of values in the house
well, and
and accountability and responsibility.
that's everything basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's what I think. What do you think?
I think it's like watching House of Cards live.
In my opinion, like every little move
Right.
changes something in the future.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
every decision you make, every
Yeah.
you know, uh, turn of the wheel that you take, it changes something it's kind of like a ripple effect,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, but we don't see the effects after, a lot,
Yeah.
down the road.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we lost the sense of agree to disagree. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the thing.
Nobody has that anymore. I think
Yeah.
everyone is just hate,
Offended.
offended
No
and
more.
hate.
Nobody
Like-
has thick skin.
Yeah, we don't have to agree to be friends. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
But
agree
you
to
know, it's
disagree.
people's opinions, man.
It's-
Either you
I
can
don't get
defend it or don't defend it.
Yeah. Exactly. You
but it's
shut the
not-
fuck up.
Nothing personal.
Yeah.
Because we understand being in the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
understand. Like I've been called a pogue before.
Well,
by-
we've had a lot of agree to disagree in the military,
yeah.
and that's why I enjoyed that, and that's why we always say, why can't everybody just act like the way we
the
do?
way we do.
You know what I mean?
Because
like nobody
at the end of the
step up.
day, if the bullets start flying, we
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
take care of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You
At
know-
the end of the day, we're all Americans.
Right.
You know what I mean? We need to take care of our own, right?
Mm.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
Right.
it's nice. It's nice to hear the perspective coming from
Yeah.
your
outside.
perspective from what is going on or what
Yeah.
you can hear in Europe, because it's no different from what's going on here.
Yeah.
So it solidifies your fact, like, yeah, we're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's going on here, but this is where we live. This is how it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's crazier in the Philippines anyway.
Oh my God.
They definitely kill each other there.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure.
And they won't find your body.
And you won't find your body. So we're not that bad, except, but he's right. He said it. U.S. is the, everybody's expecting U.S.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and
Still
that's the
considered
problem.
the leader of the free world.
That's right. And that's the problem. We're talking about Philippines bad. They are bad, but they're not really manipulating a lot of the global, movement.
Well, and there's a reason for that, and
You know what
that's
I mean?
another podcast.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. But with us being a U.S.
Yeah.
and everybody's looking at us, I think we need to be more, serious about our politics. I think.
Well, give it a couple more years.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 presidencies. If we don't straighten up,
Mm.
we're not gonna be the leaders of
Yeah.
the free world.
World War II.
Somebody's gonna step up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so hopefully. Well, now that we're cutting down on time,
Yeah.
I'd like to hear your projections. I mean, it's gonna be obvious, but your projection of what's gonna happen in November. We starting with yourself.
Depends on who the Democrats or the Democratic Party would put forward.
What's
Yeah.
what's your prediction?
My prediction: somebody's gonna step forward. Somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way. For me, I think August was a good testing
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of
Very
what's going to
good.
happen.
Yeah.
They saw what's going to happen. They are going to try to find somebody that could be a good contender,
Yeah.
right? They don't want to lose the power that they have right now.
Mm-hmm.
If they do, then that's going to be another 4, and who knows, maybe even 12 years before they could come back
Right.
to push their agenda, their policies. Yes, you have 4 years for whoever, another 8 for his possibly vice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years.
Right.
So they need to understand. They need to act who they're gonna put forward.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna decide.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's your
Prediction?
prediction?
Okay, with the limited info that I have, right, not being from here, I don't think that Biden. I don't see a realistic reality where the Dems are gonna put somebody else forward with actually thinking that they can win still, because you were talking about, what is it, 1 month, 2 months?
2 months.
2 months.
You need to raise capital to do a campaign for this person. The money that has been put into Biden is not gonna be just wired
Yeah, you
over
can't move.
Mm-mm.
to
Yeah.
somebody
That's
else.
fraud.
Right?
Yeah, that's
That's
So-
fraud.
So I don't know how that is gonna be.
Yeah.
Biden is not gonna step down himself. So
No,
I
probably
mean,
not,
otherwise he
yeah.
would have done it already.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Trump is gaining territory in the male community. Even the males and the Dems, they're all switching over to Trump.
Yeah.
My personal, I'm not the biggest Trump fan. I'm also not the biggest Biden fan. But
Yeah.
I do. For me, if Trump wins, it is for me a bit of a, now with JD Vance being his running mate, where JD Vance is, what is he, 38,
Mhm.
39? So if Trump does his term, you have a young guy that can do 2 more terms
Yeah.
of the Trumpism, because JD Vance is gonna do exactly the same thing that
Yeah.
Trump does. And
Yeah.
JD Vance, to be really honest, he's also only chosen because he's not bringing anything new to the table. Rubio, if he would be running mate, he would get a Mexican vote, right? I think the other guy, it would be like the more DNI vote and etc. With JD Vance, what does he get? It's just enough for to being his running mate,
Yeah.
and
Building his name.
building his
Yeah.
name, right? So I think if Trump wins, then it's going to be a long period of this same ideology, and which I, from personally, would not like to see happening.
Okay.
So I do think that probably Trump is going to win. If the Dems really gonna can get this campaign together for a strong contender, then maybe, but I don't see that happening.
That's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
Well, if President Biden stays in there, I don't think. I mean, everybody saw the debates already.
Mhm.
That's pretty obvious that it's just not gonna win.
Right.
I mean, it's just my opinion. Just the way he's, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
First of all, is the things that happened in the past couple of years. I think let's not be naive on what's been happening in the past couple of years.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where we came from and where we at now, like, you know, as far as like everything else financially and everything else, things, man, everything is just going nuts, right?
Right.
So, and again, he's right. I mean, both candidates are not the greatest. If there's another option, I would like to see another option. But if it's just them two, I think we're gonna have to try out Trump again because, I mean, obviously the past couple of years, I wasn't very happy on where we, you know,
What was happening?
what's happening now. You know what I mean? I need something.
Yeah.
Bring my gas down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the last word. And I agree with all of you guys. I think um, best of two evils. I'll consider that. Do I want another 2 years of the current administration or 4 years of the current administration? No,
That's rough.
I don't. I don't want to do that. However, I do have some reservations on some Trump's policies. Though I've seen some of his policies uh, work in the past in the 4 years, so I was happy about that. I mean, um, I did not struggle. I had no problem with groceries. I did not. That was the biggest indicator, right? If they're doing, but I do have some reservations on some of his policies. Um, but that's with anybody else.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
You can
yeah.
never satisfy everybody.
It's never gonna be 100%.
Which is the reason why we have a democracy, right? Republic democracy. So we'll see. I think like you said, I think Trump has a little bit of edge, a little bit because there's still 2 months to see.
Yeah.
Things may change, but he does have an edge. Obviously, he has a little bit of edge right now. But if he does, I think he's gonna win. That's my prediction. And the Democrats gonna lose the House, and they're gonna lose the Senate. They're gonna lose the whole triage right there. The presidency, the House, and the Senate. They're gonna lose it.
Which
So-
happened before.
Which happened before. And based on what I know about the Reagan administration, that was a lot of they have the same powers. The term was not too bad. However, people still have even though Reagan was a great president, he did have some shortfalls.
Of course.
Everybody
with
does.
every presidency, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna be a perfect administration, but I think it's a good direction or a good change of pace from what we've been through the past 4 years. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like I said, it's not gonna be a perfect administration. So that's the last word. So anything else that you guys want to talk about? I wish I could, we can have more because I have a lot of questions. Your perspective
Okay.
on, like the Ukraine war,
Oh,
the French new president, stuff.
Well, not new president, right? He's
Oh,
still,
is
but
it-
there's a lot of
Yeah.
He did it up for election. Which was a bold move, but there's a lot happening in Europe,
yeah,
and the right is gaining territory.
right. And I wanna kind of pick your brain about the exodus of all these what's the term?
Well, funny because I already talked to Mike's wife, my
Uh-huh.
sister-in-law, who also works as a nonprofit helping refugees.
Yeah, refugees. That's the
Yeah.
term I'm looking for. Yeah,
And
I was gonna call it something different, but okay.
you know, she's up for it. So we'll discuss it some more, and
Okay.
maybe next podcast. Who knows?
Yeah, next
Yeah.
next podcast will be great. It'll be great.
Cool.
So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. We've met our quota of 60 minutes, which is an hour. Again, if you guys enjoyed our podcast, please keep clicking our like button. Any last words?
Yeah, go Hawks!
Go Hawks! October 10th. Hey, you wanna watch it? October 10th, then I'm gonna
Are
go
you
watch
guys
it.
going?
I'm gonna go watch
Yeah.
it.
Good try.
I already put my name on the.
Is that
on
the
the
opening game? Or
lottery.
Yeah.
Damn.
First
Yeah.
game.
I feel bad
First
for you.
game. Who are we playing?
It's 49ers.
Oh, the rivalry.
Yeah.
The rivalry.
I know.
Any last words?
No, thanks for having me, man. This was
Yeah.
amazing. 60 minutes flew by. To be honest, I thought
I know, man,
30
it's-
minutes.
it's
I thought it was
short
only
time.
20
No,
minutes.
They go by. Yeah.
They go
Yeah.
by quick.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
All right. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, these are, Pop Talks. And see you in the next podcast. Choo! Choo, choo, choo.
Trump.
Hit that like button.
Trump.
Go Brush.